Raub, Pahang. The town of Raub in the Malaysian state of Pahang is known for its durian orchards and gold mine. Now, incumbent Prime Minister Najib Razak wants it to be recognized for its new, high-quality, university campus as well. Najib presided over the inauguration of Mara University of Technology's new campus on Thursday, May 3, highlighting the ruling Barisan Nasional (BN) coalition's contribution to education in the town. A beautiful campus with $200 million, $50.8 million allocation. This is not a small sum, said the 64-year-old statesman, addressing a large crowd of students, teachers and supporters of his coalition, with about 3,000 students, 200 lecturers and academic staff at the campus. Najib said he hopes it will become a magnet for more development, public infrastructure and businesses. Raub will not only become better well known for its Musang King durians or gold mine but also for its beautiful campus of high quality, he declared. A beautiful campus with 200 meters allocation, not a small sum. Najib stresses on BN government's financial contribution to education in Raub, says new campus of Mara Technology University he's launching today will attract more developments. At Pajayadakna, May 3, 2018 it is not his first visit to the campus. In 2013, one day before Malaysia held its previous polls, Najib attended a ceremony to mark the beginning of its construction, which was completed in October 2015. Najib's visit to Raub on Thursday marked the midpoint of his campaign for the 14th general election on May 9, when he is defending his third term as Prime Minister. It is widely perceived as one of the fiercest political battles in decades, where Najib is pitted against his former mentor-turned-rival Mahathir Mohamad. The 92-year-old veteran defected from BN for the second time in 2016 over a corruption scandal 1MDB, which involved his former protege and ended the coalition's popularity. Raub was one of the strongholds of the Malaysian Chinese Association (MCA), which has always contested under Barisan Nasional's banner until 2013 when it lost to the opposition Democratic Action Party (DAP). In his speech on Thursday, Najib promised a brighter future for the people of Raub. He called on them not to get cheated again, but make sure they help MCA in its race to victory. We don't want a small victory. We want to win the big war. The big war is the 14th general election, said Najib. He emphasized the BN's decades-long contribution to Malaysia's development and security. For 60 years, who has been there with us? Who has protected us? Who has enabled our development? Isn't it Barisan Nasional? He asked the audience, from small to big, whose contribution is it? In Raub, Najib highlights BN's achievement in developing education in Malaysia's rural areas, providing opportunities to underprivileged children to ensure brighter future. At Pajayadakna, May 3, 2018 come May 9, Najib urged Raub voters not to make a decision based on hatred, slander or empty promises but on one criterion: who is the one who has changed our lives? A country's landscape. It is the Barisan Nasional government. Rapacious robbers disguised as bureaucrats. Following the campus launch, Najib traveled to Lipas district in Pahang state to mark the foundation of a fire station. Sporting a red safety helmet, he drove a small tractor over a patch of land for the ceremony amid claps and cheers from the crowd. In his address to supporters and local officers, Najib said he had approved a monthly allowance worth $204. Firemen nationwide, which became effective from April 1. This must be the cutest podium Najib has ever used on his. At Pajayadakna, May 3, 2018 the move, he said, reflects the inclusiveness of Barisan Nasional's policies, where every group in the society is taken into consideration. A government must address every group in our society. Only then our society can benefit from developments, economic growth and national wealth. Economy was highlighted in Najib's speech at Lipas, a remote area populated by poverty-stricken indigenous people. According to the incumbent Prime Minister, his ruling coalition supports a free economy that allows the government to interfere with wealth distribution to speed up the process. Najib also mentioned the 6% Goods and Services Tax (GST) implemented on April 1, 2015, saying it was an economic mechanism that enabled the government to distribute wealth to those in need. The higher income group pays more if they spend more. When they pay more tax, we can distribute the money to those who need aid from government. That's why we can raise the salary of civil servants this year. That's why we can increase the BR1M by 100% this year, from RM400 to RM800. This is our government. BR1M or Bantuan Rakyat 1 Malaysia is a program initiated by Najib as part of the government's effort to ease the burden of lower-income earners in the country. The amount was doubled shortly before his ruling coalition published its manifesto for the upcoming polls. The implementation of the GST has brought a slew of criticisms against Barisan Nasional. In an interview with Channel News Asia, Malaysia's opposition DAP leader Lim Guan Eng slammed the 6% tax, claiming it was introduced to cover the alleged loss of more than $3.5 billion by State Development Fund 1MDB, the One Malaysia Development Berhad. Najib, who also serves as the chairman of 1MDB's advisory board, was accused in 2015 of channeling nearly $700 from the state fund into his personal bank accounts. However, Malaysia's High Court ruled on April 9 there was no evidence that suggests 1MDB's alleged loss or any misconduct by its board of directors. The tax department is hounding the businessmen because Malaysia has run out of money, so they have to squeeze and extort as much money as they can. They're just like rapacious robbers disguised as bureaucrats, Lim told Channel News Asia. According to Lim, Malaysia is not a high-income nation and cannot afford the burden of the GST. The tax, he added, will never leave Malaysians unless Barisan Nasional is voted out in the upcoming election. Because of your failure and incompetency, you've run out of your money. And now you're sucking the